students, and welcome to the lecture on pricing and promotion. After the lecture, we will be able to learn the following objectives. Understand the concept of pricing and its importance. Explain pricing decisions. Define factors affecting pricing decisions. Elaborate the pricing objectives and pricing strategies. Define the policies or methods of setting price. Discuss the personal selling and its advantages and disadvantages. Describe public relations and publicity. Explain the direct marketing and its strategies. Let's start with pricing and promotion. Price determination is a very important aspect of strategic planning. Marketers fix the price of the product on the basis of cost, demand, or competition. Pricing is an important aspect of marketing, so it needs to be done carefully. That is why organizations formulate pricing policies and strategies to fix the price of their products. Pricing affects the sales as well as the profit of a company. Setting the right price is a very important part of effective marketing. It is the only part of the marketing mix that generates revenue. Product, promotion, and place are all about marketing costs. Price is also the marketing variable that can be changed most quickly, perhaps in response to a competitor price change. Let's now talk about the concept and importance of pricing. Organizations produce goods and services and need to set the price for their product. Setting the price for an organization's product is one of the most important decisions a manager faces. The factors which influence pricing decisions are: customer. In a situation where the product has many substitutes, customers decide the price. That is, the demand of customers is the paramount importance in setting the price of a product. Competitors. When there are only a few players in the market, competitors usually react to the price changes, and therefore pricing decisions are influenced by the possible reaction of competitors. Cost. Cost is the third major factor. Its role in price setting varies widely among industries. Some industries determine price by market forces, and in some industries, managers set prices on the basis of production costs. Importance of pricing. Price plays an important role in the marketing of a product. After developing a product, the next step of the company is fixing the price of the product so as to market the product effectively and earn some money from selling the product. Profit margins. The price one sets affects the profit margin per unit sold, with higher prices giving one a higher profit per item if one does not lose sales. Position. The price one sets sends a message to some consumers about a business, product, or service, creating a perceived value. This affects the brand, image, or position in the marketplace. Market share. The price one sets makes one more or less competitive in the marketplace, affecting the share of the market's volume. Some businesses lower prices temporarily to gain market share from competitors who cannot respond to and meet a price decrease. Loss leaders. Some businesses price products or services at or below cost to get customers into their business, which then spend more money elsewhere. Let's now talk about the pricing decisions. The pricing decision is a critical one for most marketers, yet the amount of attention given to this key area is often much less than is given to other marketing decisions. One reason for the lack of attention is that many believe price setting is a mechanical process requiring the marketer to utilize financial tools such as spreadsheets to build their case for setting price levels. Factors affecting pricing decisions. Internal factors. When setting price, marketers must take into consideration several factors which are the result of company decisions and actions. To a large extent, these factors are controllable by the company and, if necessary, can be altered. However, while the organization may have control over these factors, making a quick change is not always realistic. External factors. There are a number of influencing factors which are not controlled by the company, but will impact pricing decisions. Understanding these factors requires the marketer to conduct research to monitor what is happening in each market that the company serves, since the effect of these factors can vary by market. The factors affecting prices are marketing objectives. There are 4 major objectives on which prices are determined. They are survival, current profit maximization, market share leadership, and product quality leadership. Survival strategy is adopted when a company is facing stiff competition from their competitors and it wants quick reaction and recovery. Current profit maximization strategy is used to defend the market position. The next objective is market share leadership. Here, a company strives to achieve the leadership position in the market. Product quality leadership objective is used when a company decides to come with a high-quality product and a premium price. P's of marketing. The price of the product is determined by the other marketing mix elements. The new product requires aggressive promotion and results in higher promotion costs and higher price. Supply chain management also plays an important role in the price determination. If the organization is able to integrate their supply chain well, then it will have a distribution advantage over others. Nature of the market and demand. The price determination depends on the nature of the market. The nature of the market is classified into perfect competition, the nature of the market where many buyers and sellers exist. Both the buyers and sellers exhibit the switching habit. If the seller charges more for the product, then the buyer will shift to another seller. Monopolistic competition. The difference between perfect competition and monopolistic competition is in the case of the latter, prices for the products vary according to their differentiation, whereas in the case of the former, only one price exists. Oligopolistic competition. The market consists of few players who are dominant in the market. They do not allow new players to enter the market. They are price sensitive to each other. Let's now talk about the pricing objectives. The task of the marketing manager is to decide the objectives of pricing before he determines the price itself. Pricing objectives provide guidance to decision makers in formulating price policies, planning pricing strategies, and setting actual prices. The most important objective of the companies is to have maximum profits. Market penetration objective. In the initial stages of entering the market, the entrepreneurs may set a relatively low price. This is mainly to secure a large share of the market. In the market penetration objective, the unit cost of production and distribution will decrease when the volume of sales attain a particular target. Market skimming objective. Market skimming means utilizing the opportunities in the market to reap the benefits of high sales, increased profits, and low unit costs. This pricing objective would be suitable in the markets where the consumers feel that costly goods are of superior quality. Target rate of return objective. Rate of return is normally measured in relation to investment and sales. The producers enjoying some protection may prefer to earn a target rate on investment. This would be possible where the entrepreneur enjoys a franchise or a monopolistic situation. meet or follow competition objective. Pricing is often done to meet or even prevent competition. If a company is a price leader, it is better to follow it to ward off the possibility of competition. Cash flow objective. One of the important objectives of pricing is to recover invested funds within a stipulated period. Most of the time, one will find different prices for the cash and credit transactions, but this pricing objective could be implemented with good results only when the firm has a monopoly in the market. Survival objective. Perpetual existence of the business over a period is the indication of a sound financial position of the enterprise. All organizations will have to meet expected and unexpected initial and external economic losses. These enterprises have to pool up the resources to meet all the contingencies through appropriate pricing strategies. Let's now talk about the policies or methods of setting a price. Price index theory is built on the assumption that this ideal pricing method is used or sufficiently approximated. However, pricing methods in practice, and especially in that of SPPI, stray from this ideal. The closer a pricing method is to transaction pricing, the better. Therefore, a pricing method can be rated according to how it compares to transaction pricing. Cost-based pricing. Cost-based pricing involves the determination of all fixed and variable costs associated with a product or service. After the total costs attributable to the product or service have been determined, managers add a desired profit margin to each unit, such as a 5 or 10% markup. Value-based pricing. Value-based pricing adheres to the thinking that the optimal selling price is a reflection of a product or service's perceived value by customers, not just the company's cost to produce or provide a product or service. Demand-based pricing. Demand-oriented pricing focuses on the level of demand for a product or service, not on the cost of materials, labor, and so forth. Competition-based pricing. With a competition-based pricing policy, a company sets its prices by determining what other companies competing in the market charge. Did you know pricing science discipline had its origins in the development of yield management in the airline industry in the 1980s? Let's now talk about the pricing strategies. Penetration pricing. The price charged for products and services is set artificially low in order to gain market share. Once this is achieved, the price is increased. Price skimming. Price skimming sees a company charge a higher price because it has a substantial competitive advantage. The high price attracts new competitors into the market, and the price inevitably falls due to increased supply. Product line pricing. Where there is a range of products or services, the pricing reflects the benefits of parts of the range. Premium pricing. Premium pricing is a strategy that can be effectively used when there is something unique about the product or when the product is first to market and the business has a distinct competitive advantage. Captive product pricing. Where products have complements, companies will charge a premium price since the consumer has no choice. Value pricing. Value price means that you get great value for money, meaning the price that you pay makes you feel that you are getting a lot of product. Let's now discuss personal selling. Personal selling is a promotional method in which one party uses skills and techniques for building personal relationships with another party that results in both parties obtaining value. Objectives of personal selling. Personal selling is used to meet the 5 objectives of promotion in such ways as Building product awareness. A common task of salespeople, especially when selling in business markets, is to educate customers on new product offerings. Creating interest. The fact that personal selling involves person-to-person communication makes it a natural method for getting customers to experience a product for the first time. Providing information. When salespeople engage customers, a large part of the conversation focuses on product information. Marketing organizations provide their sales staff with large amounts of sales support, including brochures, research reports, computer programs, and many other forms of informational material. Stimulating demand. By far the most important objective of personal selling is to convince customers to make a purchase. Reinforcing the brand. Most personal selling is intended to build long-term relationships with customers. A strong relationship can only be built over time and requires regular communication with the customer. Advantages of personal selling. Personal selling is a face-to-face activity. Customers therefore obtain a relatively high degree of personal attention. The sales message can be customized to meet the needs of the customer. Frequent meetings between the sales force and customer provide an opportunity to build good long-term relationships. Disadvantages of personal selling. Possibly the biggest disadvantage of selling is the degree to which this promotional method is misunderstood. Most people have had some bad experiences with salespeople who they perceived were overly aggressive or even downright annoying. Another disadvantage is that personal selling is not for everyone. Job turnover in sales is often much higher than in other marketing positions. For companies that assign salespeople to handle certain customer groups, turnover may leave a company without representation in a customer group for an extended period of time.
We are able to add the value that we want about.
Millions of people throughout the world are employed in a position that involves some kind of sales activity. And in nearly every occupation where there is customer contact, there is an element of personal selling. Personal selling involves two-way communication between a seller and a buyer, in which the seller's objective is to influence the buyer's purchase decision.
Personal selling is the direct interaction, one-to-one, between a salesperson and a buyer. And it's often face-to-face, sometimes complemented by written communication or email or video conferencing, telephone, faxing.
Personal selling can be an important part of a company's promotional mix. Salespeople are often the main connection between the firm and its customers. In the customer's eyes, the salesperson is the company.
Personal selling is our primary way of marketing at Talent. It's because we have a professional, personal service that we're offering, and so it's really important that we connect with our buyers on a one-to-one interaction basis, and we, through all steps of the personal selling process, get to know each other, and they get to know our service, we get to know what they need, and as a result of that, we develop a human bond.
Moving forward, as we think about what we need to do to get ready for Best Brands this week.
In its efforts to sell its services to Best Brands, the Tellen Group is employing personal selling techniques. By developing a personal relationship with Best Brands, the company is creating customer value.
Personal selling can create value for customers by, number one, as you get to know the customer more, you can then offer unique and creative solutions to their problems, is one way. Sometimes you can learn more about what would be a way to help them buy, so you can ease the complexity of the buying process. And more often than not, customers appreciate when the salesperson comes back and follows up and makes sure what they sold is actually delivered and that they are satisfied.
Let's now talk about public relations and publicity. Public relations is a broader field that encompasses publicity, but also includes such things as investor relations, crisis communications, special events, and sponsorships, as well as other activities designed to mold opinion. The difference between publicity and public relations. Publicity and publicists are generally viewed as being connected solely with the entertainment world. Publicists place their clients in the media, take them to events, do red carpet walks, and set up press conferences. Whereas companies in any field need media coverage, most need the services of a public relations firm as opposed to a publicist. Public relations is a unique marketing approach. Unlike advertising, where an ad firm can control the content and placement, a publicist can control the content that he or she delivers to the media. He or she cannot control its placement or how the media presents the story. There are different ways of getting stories placed. There is the proactive approach, where one pitches an editor, writer, or producer a particular story or angle, and there is the reactive approach, where a journalist contacts one looking for someone to interview for his or her story.
What do publicity agents do? It's a really good question. Think of it like this. Actors have agents. People like that have agents, right? So why shouldn't a business have an agent? Why shouldn't somebody who's an expert in a field have an agent? Those people, instead of dealing with the movie studios and people like that, they're working with newspapers and magazines and TV people, trying to get their clients onto TV or into the newspapers or into magazines. They act as a go-between. And part of the trick here is figuring out a way to get your client, a publicity agent is trying to get their client into one of those mediums in order to get some free publicity. So you pay a publicity agent for the connections that that person might have to some of the networks. Perhaps you want to be on the Today Show or Good Morning America. If it's a good publicity agent, that person has really good connections. And you know as well as I do, part of what any business is involved is who you know. So now you have a little bit of a sense of what a publicity agent does. I'm Glenn Selig, President.
Let's now talk about direct marketing. Direct marketing is just what it sounds like, directly reaching a market on a personal basis or mass media basis. Direct marketing strategy. It is founded on the experienced use of direct marketing strategy. One's account executives are experienced in determining and understanding the performance drivers in a client's business and linking these to direct mail program design. Program analysis. Reviewing past promotional programs with a focus on lists used offers made, product positioning, and copy platforms, all for the purpose of finding what has a positive and negative effect on outcome. Offer development and positioning. Using a core of experienced program strategists and in collaboration with clients, RMS can confidently position products or services before select customer segments and develop the offers and incentives necessary to promote response. Project management and account management. The direct mail program is managed by teams of account coordinators who are experienced in the dynamics of direct mail program design and management. They are accomplished at anticipating and avoiding unseen obstacles to successful execution. Response analysis and interpretive reporting. Post-program clients turn over raw results information to the account executive team, and with support from experienced program strategists, results are read to clarify test results and validate findings. Advantages of direct marketing. Advantages of direct marketing includes flexible positioning. Direct marketing allows us to directly identify, isolate, and communicate clearly with defined target markets. This means that one gets a higher conversion rate and success rate than if one tries to communicate with everyone in the mass market. Multi-purpose. Direct marketing is not just for sales. It can be used to test new products and trial new products or new customers. Also reward existing customers to build loyalty. collect information on future events or segments of customers. Easy to manage. Direct marketing provides greater control and accountability than other marketing methods. It is easy to measure the results because one knows in the end how many people are exposed in the first place. Prompt delivery. Direct marketing is to achieve results quickly and flexibly. This is especially true with telemarketing, a direct marketing tool. Talking to the results, one can immediately log in and immediately adjust the script to improve the results. Target email. Direct marketing allows us to target different messages to different recipients. Use of technology such as digital printing. It can even display a different image, design, and provide a direct mailer, and it's sent and personalized to an email recipient to increase conversion rates. Disadvantages of direct marketing. Disadvantages of direct marketing are junk mail. By using direct mail, a company risks alienating the customers it seeks to gain. The use of direct mail is often associated with a company of lower status and quality. Environmental impact. Direct marketing typically involves the heavy use of physical components in order to give consumers an object they can hold in their hands. This physical side of direct marketing means that a greater amount of natural resources are consumed in their production, as well as a greater amount of pollution. Time. It is hard to get as immediate of an impact when using direct marketing, as the advertising product, by its nature, takes time to reach consumers. Laws. The distribution of flyers and street advertising is often prohibited by law in certain areas. This is a major disadvantage of this form of direct marketing, as certain customer bases will be unreachable. Let's now talk about the promotional mix. Elements of a promotional mix may include print or broadcast advertising, direct marketing, personal selling, point-of-sale displays, and/or merchandising. A business will use a range of promotional activities for its product, depending on the marketing strategy and the budget available. The way in which promotion is targeted is split into two types. Above-the-line promotion. It is paid-for communication in the independent media. For example, advertising on TV or in the newspapers. Though it can be targeted, it could be seen by anyone outside the target audience. Below-the-line promotion. Promotional activities where the business has direct control. For example, direct mailing and money-off coupons. This is aimed directly at the target audience. Components of promotion mix. The main elements in a promotional mix are advertising, any form of non-personal communication through mass media about a service or product or an idea by a sponsor is called advertising. It is done through non-personal channels or media. Personal selling. This is a process by which people persuade the buyer to accept a product or a point of view or convince the buyer to take specific courses of action through face-to-face contact. Sales promotion. It is any activity that offers an incentive for a limited period to obtain a desired response from the target audience or intermediaries, which includes wholesalers and retailers. Exhibitions. Exhibitions provide a chance to try the product by the customers. It's an avenue for the producers to get an instant response from the potential consumers of the products. Direct marketing. This type of marketing reaches the targeted consumers with techniques such as promotional letters, street advertising, catalog distribution, flyers, etc. Now in the end, let us summarize what we have learned in this lecture. A specific combination of promotional methods is used for one product or a family of products. Direct marketing provides greater control and accountability than other marketing methods. Public relations is a broader field that encompasses publicity, but also includes such things as investor relations, crisis communications, special events and sponsorships, and any other activities designed to mold opinion. Setting the price for an organization's product is one of the most important decisions a manager faces. Price determination is a very important aspect of strategic planning. Marketers fix the price of the product on the basis of cost, demand, or competition.